I'm going to start this video a little differently because the audio you're hearing right now is being recorded on this microphone. Now this is the MAONO PD200W hybrid, and I'm actually using it wirelessly while filming, which already tells you a lot about what this mic can do. Now one of the biggest frustrations with microphones, especially if you create different types of content, is how locked in most setups can be. Now some mics only work over USB, some only work over XLR, and some are great at a desk but a pain at the moment you want to move. And that's exactly the problem that MAONO is trying to solve here. Now the PD200W is what MAONO calls a hybrid microphone, meaning you can use it in 3 different ways. You can plug it straight into your computer using USB-C and record in seconds. You can connect it over XLR into an audio interface or a mixer if you want a more traditional studio setup. Or, and this is actually the interesting part, you can use it completely wireless using the included USB receiver, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Now the 2.4 GHz wireless receiver plugs straight into your computer, phone or tablet, and you're instantly untethered. That means no cables across the desk, no worrying about your mic placement, and no messing around every time you want to adjust your framing. Now if you're someone who records videos, podcasts or live streams, that freedom alone is a massive quality of life upgrade. Now on top of that, MAONO also offers an optional 3.5mm TRS wireless receiver, and this means you can plug the microphone directly into a camera and record wirelessly straight into your video footage. Now that's a big deal if you do any filming away from your desk, because it removes the usual compromise of having to use that small, thin-sounding in-camera mic just for convenience. Now what's even better is that both the USB-C receiver and the 3.5mm TRS receiver can connect 2 of these PD200W microphones at the same time. So if you're doing something like a 2-person podcast or an interview, or even a co-hosted video, each microphone gets its own track, and this makes editing far cleaner and avoids that muddy blended sound you often get with a shared setup. Now ease of connection is one thing, but sound quality obviously matters, especially at this price point. Now the PD200W uses a 30mm dynamic capsule with a cardioid pickup pattern, and this means it focuses on your voice and it naturally rejects a lot of the background noise. It records at 48 kHz 24-bit with an 82 decibel signal to noise ratio and a max SPL of 128 decibels, so it can handle everything from quiet voiceovers to more energetic recordings without falling apart. Now the PD200W comes with a desk stand, but you can also attach it to a boom arm like I've done here if you prefer. And I like that we've got this RGB LED ring that also tells us things like what mode we're in. Now on the back, we've got the power button, we've got a 3.5mm port, we've got the USB-C port and then the XLR port, and then on top we've got a mute button which instantly turns the ring on top red and disables this LED going around the mic so you know that it's not recording. Now we've got a gain control knob on the mic, and if you hold this button down for 3 seconds, it changes green to let you know you're in the noise reduction settings. And this bold green is full noise reduction, but if you dial it down, you'll notice it changes color, as the PD200 has a built-in 3-stage noise cancellation, so you can switch between different levels depending on how noisy the room is, which makes a big difference if you're recording in a home office, a living room, or anywhere that isn't acoustically treated. Now combined with the cardioid pattern, it keeps your voice front and center without sounding overly processed, and we'll just take a look at the different levels of cancellation now. So we're going to test the noise cancellation. At the moment, noise cancellation is completely off. We've got my PC making some fan noise, but to make this test a bit more extreme, I'm going to add in some fake fan noises. So as you can see, that is very loud, so we'll see how it copes with that. So as I said, this is what it's going to sound like with no noise cancellation. If we hold this button down, turn it 1. So this is step 1 noise cancellation. So it's on, but it's at the minimum amount. If we turn it up, this is level 2, so on, and it's in the middle amount, and you'll be able to see what it's doing there. If we turn it 1 more time, this is stage 3, so this is maximum noise cancellation. So we'll see how it comes out like, but there is a lot of fan noise there, so just to show you, turn it off, and that's what it's like without any noise cancellation. Now, of course, the audio you're listening to now is processed. I process all my audio, even on my $1,500 mic, as it just makes it sound that little bit better. But this now is what the audio sounds like, completely unprocessed, so that's straight out of the mic, no noise cancellation and no processing in post. Now if you do want more control, MAONO also has the MAONO Link app for both desktop and mobile phones. It gives you 4 preset sound profiles to choose from with a single click, plus you also get manual EQ controls if you want to dial things in perfectly for yourself. There's also 10 levels of reverb available, which is handy for streamers or anyone that wants a bit more presence without doing the extra work in post, and the whole idea here is just less fuss and more focus on creating. Now you've got the basic section first, which is all your essentials like your mic gain, your headphone volume and your noise cancellation mode. Then under scenes you can quickly switch between different EQ profiles, which is great if you're using multiple and you don't want to mess around adding them in post. And we can even customize the RGB light choosing the color and brightness, and you've even got effects like breathing or the color loop that you see here. Now battery life is another strong point. With the RGB lighting turned off, you're looking at about 60 hours of use, and the wireless range is around 60 meters as well. And that means that you can record confidently without worrying about dropouts or charging mid-session, whether you're at a desk, moving around or filming on location. Now what I like the most about the PD200W though is how adaptable it is. You can start your day recording at your desk over USB, you can switch to wireless for filming on the go, and then move to an XLR setup later without changing microphones every single time. Of course, it works across phones, laptops, PCs, cameras, audio interfaces, and basically anything that accepts USB mics, XLR mics, or the 3.5mm TRS. And flexibility like this is usually something you only see on much more expensive gear. Now, when you consider that this microphone comes in at around $100, the whole thing makes a lot of sense. You're getting solid audio quality, wireless freedom, USB simplicity, XLR expandability, dual track recording, and an app-based sound control all in one system. So for podcasters, streamers, or remote workers, or anyone that just wants clean audio without a complicated setup, that's a really compelling package. Now MAONO's slogan for this microphone is cut the cables, go hybrid, free to podcast, and honestly that sums it up pretty well. It's not about chasing studio perfection, it's about making good audio easy, flexible, and accessible, whether you're just starting out or you've been creating for years. And in fact, this has now replaced my old desk mic just because of how versatile the microphone is, and it means I no longer have to fight wires every time I move the microphone. And when it comes to the unboxing, it really couldn't be simpler. We've first got the manual and the quick start guide, we've then got the mic and the USB-C cable with a USB-A to USB-C adapter. Next up, we've got the wireless USB receiver, and then underneath all of that, we've got the included desk stand. So overall, I'm really happy with the PD200W, and as I said, for those just starting out or those wanting to upgrade it for something much easier and more versatile, it's definitely going to save you guys a lot of hassle. And of course, if you want to check out the MAONO PD200W Hybrid for yourself, I placed a link down in the description below along with any current discount codes, and at $99.99, it's a great price for what's on offer. Now hopefully I've covered everything in today's video, but of course if there's anything I've missed or you've got any questions at all, then just ask them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching the video and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech.